Welcome children to our grammar class. Today we shall learn about continuous tense. Continuous tenses or progressive tense. The continuous tense shows an action that is present, was, past or will be, future, in progress. That is, the action will be continuous at a certain time. The continuous tense is also called as the progressive tense. The continuous tense is formed with the verb to be plus base form V1, the present tense form, plus VING form, continuous form. In other words, we can say the continuous tense is be verb plus main verb plus ing. Example, we are cooking dinner. Are cooking is your verb. Are is be verb, cook is main verb plus ing. So, are cooking is the continuous tense verb. We have a chart here for the be verb to be used in the present, past and future tense in the singular and plural number. Please make a note of it. Present continuous tense. A present continuous tense verb is used to show an action still going on at the time of speaking. So the action is going on continuously. Example, he is watching television. A present continuous tense is used to talk about the action that is happening right now. Example, I am leaving for office right now. Temporary action, he is writing a book on English grammar. This action is taking place for a short period of time. Plans in the near future. I am meeting my sister on Sunday for lunch. So the meeting will take place in the near future. Process of change or growth. The climate is changing very quickly. Is changing shows a continuous change. Something that happens again and again. Repeated action. Jessica is always complaining about her work. Time words for the present continuous tense. Now, at the moment, today, this afternoon, this week, for the time being, look, listen are all time words to identify the present continuous tense verb in the sentence. Formula for present continuous tense. Subject plus be verb, that is auxiliary verb, plus base form V1, that is main verb, plus VING form plus rest of the sentence. I have a chart for you with the person and number for the be verb. Please make a note of it. Now let's go to the example. The subject is I in the first person singular. Am is your be verb. Walk is your main verb plus ing. So the present continuous tense for the first person singular is I am walking to the park. He, she, it are third person singular. So we use is, be verb, walk, main verb plus ing. So we can say he is walking to the park. Jane is walking to the park. We is first person plural. You second person singular plural. They third person plural. Are is your be verb. Walk is main verb plus ing form. So we can say we are walking to the park. You are walking to the park. They are walking to the park. The children, substitution for third person. The children are walking to the park. Now here you in the second person singular also takes the be verb are. Now note rules to make the ing form. To most verbs, we simply add ing to the base form of the verb. Push, pushing, speak, speaking. Verbs ending with e, drop the e, add ing. Take, taking. Make, making. Verbs ending with vowel plus consonant, double the consonant, add ing. Sit, I is vowel, t is consonant, double the consonant. Sitting, run, running. Verbs ending with vowel and consonant, w, x, y. Simply add ing. Blow, blowing. Mix, ending with x, mixing. Say, saying. Verbs ending with ie, change it into y, add ing. Die, dying. Lie, lying. Now, non-continuous verbs. Such verbs can't be used in the continuous tense. Now, all these verbs, just make a note of them. I'll give you a few examples here. I need some money. You cannot say I am needing some money. Tom understands the situation. You cannot say Tom is understanding the situation. That is wrong. I hear you very well. I am hearing you very well. That is wrong. I want a coffee. I am wanting a coffee. That I am wanting in the continuous tense is wrong. So all over here we use only simple present tense. I hope you have understood this present continuous tense, children. I shall see you in the next class. Welcome children to our grammar class. Today we shall learn about past continuous tense. A past continuous tense verb is used to show a continuing action that was happening at some point of time in the past. Example, John was baking a cake. This was baking was a continuous action in the past. A past continuous verb is used to talk about actions going on in past time, like she was reading a book. Temporary action, it was raining last night. Now was raining past continuous, but the action took place for a short time. Temporary action interrupted by a short action. They were swimming when they saw a crocodile. Now word swimming is in the past continuous tense, but this continuous action was cut short by another action. Repeated actions. She was always grumbling. Was always grumbling always shows that it is a continuous action in the past. Time words for the past continuous tense like while, when, as, at that time, in those days, for us, always are time words which will help us to identify the verb in the past continuous tense in a sentence. Now let's look at the formula for past continuous tense. Subject plus be verb, that is auxiliary verb, plus base form V1, that is present tense form of verb, plus VING form for continuous tense, plus the rest of the sentence. I have the chart for you for the be verb in the past continuous tense in the singular plural number for the three persons. Now let's see the examples. I is first person singular, so you use the be verb was, which is also singular, plus main verb work plus ing. So your verb will be I was working on the computer. He is third person singular. She is third person singular. It is third person singular. The be verbs for singular singular number is was. Work is main verb plus ing. So it will be he was working on the computer. She was working on the computer. And we can substitute Sham for he. We can say Sham was working on the computer, or the teacher was working on the computer. Was working is your past continuous tense verb. Now in the plural form, we, first person plural. So the plural be verb will be were. Main verb is work plus ing. We were working on the computer. You, second person singular and plural, we use were. Work is main verb plus ing. You were working on the computer. They, third person plural. The be verb is were. Main verb is work plus ing. They were working on the computer. We can substitute it with the noun. Instead of they, we can say the students were working on the computer. I think you have understood the past continuous tense, children. I shall see you in the next class. Come, children. In this session, we shall learn about future continuous tense. A future continuous tense verb is used to show an action that will be continuing at some point of time in future. For example, the girls will be singing a song tomorrow. Now, tomorrow will tell you that it is future time. The process will be continuous. A future continuous tense is used to talk about actions that will be going on in future time. Example, I will be leaving for Mumbai next week. So, next week tells us that it is future time and the action is continuous. Therefore, it is called as the future continuous tense. Actions in future already planned. I will be staying here till Sunday. So, this is a planned future action. The verb will be in the future continuous tense. Now, time words for the future continuous tense are while, when, this time, tomorrow, this time next week, this time next year, in the afternoon, in the future, etc. etc. Now, these time words will help us to identify the verb in the future continuous tense in a sentence. Now, let's look at the formula for future continuous tense. Subject plus be verb, that is your be auxiliary verb, plus base form V1, that is your present tense form, which will be your main verb, plus VING, that is the continuous form, plus the rest of the sentence. Now I have the chart for you for the continuous tense be verb, which will be for all persons, whether it is first person singular or plural, second person singular or plural, third person singular or plural. Your be verb will be. So there need not be any difficulty to form your auxiliary verb for the future continuous tense. Now let us look at the examples. I, first person singular, will be sleep is main verb plus ing. I will be sleeping in the afternoon. He, she, it, they are third person singular, will be sleep is main verb plus ing. So he will be sleeping in the afternoon. She will be sleeping in the afternoon. And we can substitute the baby for he. The baby will be sleeping in the afternoon. Minnie will be sleeping in the afternoon. Now, we is first person plural. We will be sleeping in the afternoon. You, second person singular plural, will be sleeping in the afternoon. They, third person plural, they will be sleeping in the afternoon. Now we can substitute the kids for third person plural. The kids will be sleeping in the afternoon. So what do we see here? That the auxiliary verb will be is common for all persons and both plural, singular and plural number. I hope you have understood the future continuous tense, children, and the continuous tense as a whole. Go through the 3 videos over and over again so that you can get a better understanding of the continuous tense. I shall see you in the next class. Thank you.